Welcome forward with me into today's message in the 820 studio. I hope you're gleaning or discerning something from the message today that will help you. I definitely have no intention to distract you or to put you at odds with yourself and on your personal message and mission. I'm sharing with you mine, not as an answer or a solution or the answer to your questions. I've mentioned before, I am hoping that you're able to consider how I craft and present my questions to you and to myself that are all organic, meaning every question, believe it or not, when you form them from the basis of curiosity, sincerity, genuineness, original. Those kind of questions, believe it or not, contain the very answers that you're looking for. Give that a shot. And try this also today. This thing about happiness. Happiness comes upon you. You encounter it not as a destination or a plateau or a mountaintop. Happiness exists and appears to remind you of what's deeper and inside of you. What would that be? What's deeper and already inside of you? It's joy. Joy. Joy is the constant. Joy is another constant, actually, that I have touched on in previous episodes. Happiness, however, is fleeting and slippery and never, ever constant. The joy constant does exist. That joy constant does exist in each and every one of us. But I cite this happiness thing as a mini moment or passage or a finite occurrence that we definitely want to visit more times than not. But I mention it here today just as a reference point, a departure plane leading us forward, yes, in resilience, but also into a deeper and changed perspective on this present moment, this moment. About the constant we may tend to overlook or outright ignore. This joy that I'm speaking of insists in us like many other constants that we also tend to disregard. Also known as the graces we get to enjoy and have a currently consistent opportunity to appreciate with active gratitude. Those other constants, let's see. Like air, like blood, heartbeat, love, like life and death with every breath we take, that we receive, and that actually we don't take. We only receive this breath, the exhale and the inhale. We should give appropriately in that exchange of the fabulous air we get to use. Yeah, like give attention, pay attention, and with gratitude as a new habit today. The sleep and the awakening, another of those graces and constants that we don't pay for and that neither you or I ever create. A daily payment of attention and gratitude should be sufficient as a starting point for this conversation. Meaning, should you have another follow-on step or breath or heartbeat, we should accept and receive these graces and constants forward in producing from where? From your presence. Not from the presence I have defined and shared with you from my experience. I'm asking you to do that from your personal and uniquely defined presence. I hope my humble examples and failures and descriptions on resilience can be helpful to you. The models and processes and examples on applied resilience may make some sense to you, and maybe only for a low-level baseline piece of guidance. It, as they say, before my time, all models and structures are wrong and unstable. But I hope these words in other episodes assist you on your own personal journeys. So while all models and structures are wrong and unstable, the other tagline to that is, some of them may be useful. Some parts of them may be useful for you as you define what makes sense to you, what's true for you. And while your recognition is important, with your recognition of the grace and the constants that brought us into and through this moment now is what I want to emphasize today. So there are periods in this day where you're not feeling so happy-go-lucky, not feeling so positive. That's still a choice for you. Still a daily and moment-to-moment choice for me too. We have options in this breath, with this blood, with this love, with this life, with the underlying and consistent and constant joy that, again, we might tend to forget. That's why I said before, and I will say it again today. Consider that new 6-word reminder I give to myself now more days than not. Effortlessly and easily, gratitude for abundance. Not for money, not for the cars, not for the external things that might cross our paths. I'm talking about those constants that we don't have to pay for, but just as a resetting method or practice, consider doing it for yourself. There's no comparison that when I do it and what I get for it, it is all I need to do for the constant, the new constant of resilience. Let's make it so. Pay attention. Stay present. Stay current. And remember, no matter where you are, no matter where you go, it is always 8:20.